like a different person. You're gonna make me cry. I can't even look at myself.
Hey guys, Coach Kimmy here. So this is Julie from the Little Gym. She's one of the head coaches. So if you have a toddler, let me tell you, my granddaughter's 2, she loves it. And there's so many kids. How many kids are there?
Oh, in the program, we have over 300.
Wow, but it's so good because they really get to learn a skill. Listen, they're 2, right? So how much can we expect from them? But they get to do a skill and then they get to go have playtime. So good because my granddaughter's so active that she just wants to play the whole time. But it's teaching her ability to like listen and to pay attention and learn skills. So I really love that. So I'm super excited to do Julie's hair as well, you know, because that's my sweet spot. Like I said to her, we got to do your hair. So this is the thing. You guys know I do all the short layers, right? The Jaclyn Smith, Farrah Fawcett, Dolly Parton, Pamela Anderson kind of haircuts. But this is going to be a fun one because this is going to be almost like, I forgot the girl's name, but she's a famous lady too. And she kind of has a nice bang. And then she has a face frame coming down and not a lot of layers on the rest. I'm going to put long layers. So I'm going to really teach you, right? We have to have a blueprint. And that once the blueprint is in our brain, it's like super easy. So I'm going to tell you what my blueprint looks like. I'm going to do the bangs first. I'll take that triangle, bring those bangs down. Then I'm going to take the first section. Now remember, if you remember the Beach Boy, you're going to memorize where those sections are. Number 1 is the mohawk in the back. Number 2 is in the back, right side, left side. 3, right behind the ear. And then 4 is right in front of the ear. And then 5 is right in the front. So I would take number 5 section, bring it down and figure out where she wants that angle. Now she showed me a picture. I love pictures. And listen, she loves her hair long, but she's box dyed it. And so she wants to like turn the leaf over because listen, I'm also going to use a semi-permanent color. Color Touch is my favorite for permanent color. Even though it doesn't say permanent color, it is like a permanent color. It's a stain. Think of stain on a piece of wood. It is so nice. And that stain never goes away. You got to buff that stain off. So it's the same principle. The Color Touch stains the white hair and stains the gray hair. So it's really a great way to like not pull red because it's not pulling up and lifting that you got to go under those pigments of the red and the orange and all that. It's a stain. It doesn't have to pull. So I'm telling you, I highly recommend Color Touch. And I'm probably going to use on her. So her ends are from a box dye. There's no way I could get that color out. So I'm not going to really do this. But this is a really nice, rich espresso brown, I want to say. Or it's not black, but it's close to black. So I'm going to probably use a number 4/0 for her color. So because she kind of went lighter right in this area. This is your zone 2. Okay, so I am going to match her zone 3, 4, and 5 to zone 1, it's her root, and then zone 2 to get rid of the red. She has some red in there, but that is from permanent color. See, you're going to learn my tricks because my most important thing is to give you integrity of beautiful hair. We want to keep all your hair full of integrity, that it doesn't blow out the cuticle and it's not dry and frizzy. Do you understand? Like when you learn to properly take care of your hair really responds well and it looks so good naturally. So that's what we do. Why use permanent color? Why use ammonia and use peroxide if you don't have to? That's why I don't. I'm telling you, I have a good, I want to say almost 60-70% now I do Color Touch as their root touch up. Now listen, if I had to go lighter, I can't, right? Because you know you have to bust up that cuticle to go lighter. So that's not what I'm doing. So anybody that has white hair and they're adding color back into the hair, I use Color Touch. Anytime, like for Julie, she has dark hair, she has gray and white. And so we're going to use a level 4 because it's just going to darken it. It's going to stain that hair. I'm not going to a 7 or an 8 or a 9. If I did, then I'd have to go permanent, but you know she would pull a lot of red. So if you're a beginning stylist, always know red is a natural pigment that we all have underneath our cuticles of hair. And most people say, I don't want red, I don't want brass. Don't, you know, that's their famous words. Do you like red?
I like dark red.
Okay.
You know, like if it was a deep auburn, that's not bad.
That's pretty.
I don't like the brassy, orangey red.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's the magic words right there. So we're going to wash her. And this is my new stuff that I'm going to be using. And it is Monette. Okay, so you guys see that? It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to use this one. It's Renew shampoo and conditioner. So this way we can really see. So I'm trying out these products. because I love new products, and I really like looked into the business behind it, and it's all natural, all good stuff. And I just, you know, I love healthy things. So we're gonna try it and see to revive this beautiful hair and give her a beautiful long angled haircut with long layers and a cute little bang. And then if she needs little layers here or there, they're gonna be like, I wanna say hidden layers, you know, so it doesn't look like layers, but it will form the hair nicer. So we need to get a lot of her ends off. We'll talk about it through the process too, right? But guess what? I'm not in control. I'm not going to do what I want. I'm going to do what she wants. And I'm going to listen to what she wants. So even if she wants to keep her dry ends, that's on her. Do you understand? My job is just to educate her. You know, being a hair doctor is like what my recommendation is. But it's really, it doesn't matter what I think. I don't like to give people what I want. I like to give them what they want. Because guess what? They keep coming back to you because they trust you. You know, I hate when people tell me they chopped my hair. They didn't even listen to what I wanted. And because they're doing what they wanted. If somebody wants to keep their dry ends, let them. I love that book by Mel Robbins, Let Them. If you don't know, read it. It's such a great book. So stay tuned and we'll be back. All right, guys, so this is awesome. So I used the shampoo. I felt the beautiful softness in that hair and the moisture in her hair because her hair is dry on those ends from the box dye. But this is the leave-in conditioner. So I put a little in and then rinsed it out. But now I'm just gonna put like about that much in to leave it in. And we're gonna be coloring her hair too, but I still wanna use it to actually cut her hair with. Yeah, so I'm gonna take, this is my Miracle brush, I love this. It just brushes through the hair so easily.
Wow.
Yeah, right, so easy.
Amazing.
Well, that's because too, I just put that leave-in conditioner in and then you take this and it just goes right through, glides. Nice. Like, you know, there's something to say about you pay for what you get, right? If you want something good and you want to look good, you got to take care of yourself at whatever cost that is.
Yes.
You know, a lot of times we put ourselves on the back burner, but we do it for our kids. We do it definitely for our grandkids. We spend it for our kids or our grandkids and not ourselves. You know, it's like time. Julie, where's your part, hon? Where does your part go?
It's in the middle.
Okay.
Straight down the middle.
Good. All right, so this is the other thing. After, I'm gonna use this split end mender. I'll use that after to get just those ends. And so now we're gonna cut, so we're gonna go to her bang. And you guys know, I'm gonna do a triangle shape right here, right? I wanna see like how much bang am I gonna really put on her? Well, I wanted to see where it's gonna fall naturally. So I'm gonna kind of comb that hair all forward and just see. So see, she parts right back in the middle on her own. It just does it. You can cut hair to like do certain things that you want, but you're still not a miracle worker in a sense of her calic is her calic. You have to fight that calic or you have to blow dry it really good. So she could get those bangs, but she's gonna have to blow dry them. Like it still does take work on our part to get something that we want. You have to do the work for you to get the result you want. In anything, right? Even when we wanna work out and get a nice body. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. This is like falling naturally. And I'm gonna go a little longer. Now listen, if I pinch this together and cut it like that, just so you know, it'll go around her face. But you guys know I like to take the first piece here and then I like to just do it right on the head. I take that little mohawk part right where her front is. And I'm gonna, it was kind of like a nice little straight bang. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go towards her, the angle of her eyebrow. So pretty. Now I'm gonna take section 4. I'm gonna bring that forward. Now I'm gonna do her angle. Jules, where do you wanna start your angle from? Like
My
chin?
chin.
Okay. And I'm gonna actually stand on the other side so I can make sure that I'm gonna come down. I'm coming down, down and forward because I wanna be in front of her because her nose is gonna be my guide. I'm gonna go here. Now I'm gonna do number 5. Actually, no, that was number 5. Number 4 is right behind that. That's right in front of the ear. Gonna bring it down. I'm not bringing it forward like this. I'm bringing it down and forward. I'm wrapping it around. I'm going to her nose and I'm looking at my last guideline. Coming straight down, straight down, straight down. Good, now I'm gonna take the next section. I'm just pulling what I can back here because I will walk over there, but first I just wanna try to get everything I can. Okay, now I'm gonna divide it in half in the back. I'm bringing this down and forward, down and forward, down and forward. But look how nice that angle is already.
I
Look
was
how
just gonna
cute those
say,
bangs are.
I already feel like
Oh
different.
my God, it looks so good.
I love
it. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn you back towards me. Yep. So I gotta reach that nose. I'm just taking this all in my hand. See, nice and gentle. It's so easy. It's really there. Okay, even this bottom. Make sure that bottom blends. Here we go, just a little bit off those ends. She wants to keep as much length as possible because that's all women, or most women, I should say. Now I'm gonna do section number 5 over here. Now, this is where you really have to focus, okay? Because we gotta take that first piece that we did to her chin. Okay, I just wanna do a tiny bit more. This is gonna be that piece, chin. Now you're gonna check those pieces. Make sure you get exactly the same piece. Okay, this side's a little bit more. So I'm just gonna angle this a tiny bit more. Just little baby pieces at a time. Now I'm gonna take section number 4. And the reason why I'm teaching you guys this is because I want you to know this is so easy to have the beach ball pattern and use it as guides, even though I'm not starting at number 1. But if you memorize that, like right now I'm going to section number 3, it's right behind the ear. A blueprint absolutely helps you do something so much faster and with speed. Now I'm gonna come on the other side of her because I really wanna kind of come down here. Okay, I will go back and forth because you have to feel what's comfortable sometimes when you're doing the other side. And your shears, some of you guys go, oh, they're called shears 101. Scissors, shears, you can call them whatever you want. And yeah, I love shears. Shears are great. Scissors are awesome too. To me, sometimes I like to have common language that people will understand more. So that's why I say scissors. But just so you know, for those professionals out there, shears. Now I'm going up the ladder. And I'm basically doing the same thing. So her face is gonna be here. And now you're gonna check it all. Check that bottom. Check it, check it, check it. Look at right to where her nose is. This is the center that we're doing it. Perfect. Now you grab like pieces like right behind her ears. Check it, check it, check it. It's real close. It's gotta be balanced, not perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, balanced. So now, I'm gonna turn her around and I'm gonna give her a nice, I wanna say right now she has a very square line. I wanna do like a round, just a softer, and it puts those nice angles better around her face. Head a little more forward. So her chin would be down and I'm gonna really, listen, she wants just a dusting and that's all I have to do. And listen, that's gonna make a difference, that little bit. It doesn't have to be a ton. They want to keep their length. They've taken a long time to grow it out. But I do highly recommend hair vitamins, and you know Hair Plus are my favorite ones. And then I'm gonna, like I'm walking around her, or I move her. Now I'm going up that little bit. I kind of already did this angle, now I'm just like perfecting it. Okay, now I'm gonna go the other side. Now I did the middle part already, so I'm just gonna check it again to make sure it's good. Yep, it's good. Now I'm gonna take the next section, and I took one step over, so you're walking around. When you're doing a round back, you're walking around. And you like my flag dress? Listen, it's 4th of July coming up in about a week. I like to represent our country, right? I love to be patriotic in a sense of like, you know, it's just nice. We're so blessed to be in America. That's good. Now, the only other thing I'm gonna do is take the beach ball pattern and I'm just gonna check it and put some long layers in there. Okay, so you know, I used the beach ball pattern to give her a different haircut, but now I'm gonna do the beach ball pattern to do long layers. You could do short to long, medium to long, or long layers. So it's always a great pattern to know for many different haircuts. Okay, so I'm gonna take that first one, you guys know. Here's number 1 in the mohawk. Number 2 will be right here, and number 3 will be right here. I'm gonna kind of get in front of her because I need for you guys to see. All right, so here we go. We got long layers here. I am gonna come up, but I still wanna be on that good angle. So I'm gonna cut that off. Okay, but look how long that is. Nice and long, but the angle's this way. Now listen, this is a big mistake. If you do it this way, you're gonna get a hook. That sucker will go to the bottom and you're gonna get a ledge all around that hair. You don't wanna do that with long layers. So always remember, you're still having the fingers on the same angle, you're just having it longer, whether I have it there, whether I have it here, or I have it here because I want my haircut. My haircut would be right here, but my fingers would be up. They won't be the other direction. That's the wrong way. So let me take a piece of that out. And she's not gonna have a ton to cut because it's just long layers. And that's it, done. Now I'm gonna take section number 2. I'm gonna bring it straight up in that section. See, so that will be the first most amount of hair that you take off. The rest, you're barely gonna do anything because you're leaving the length right there, just that little bit. Because remember, they're long layers. Okay, now I'm gonna do section number 3. And I want you to see this. Okay, look at my fingers. They're up going this way. When they were straight in the back, they're this way, this way, this way, and then this way. And I take half of that out, and I'm standing in front of her. I walk around her again, the whole beach ball haircut. Listen, just that little bit. Now I'm gonna take section, now listen, section 4 is not gonna need a lot either. Just a little bit, it'll be less than the back was, because I angled her already. I did a lot of the work for that angle. So now you're taking a piece always of the guide before. So there's my guide. All right, well, there you go. It's about the same, actually. And then, so the next piece won't barely have anything. And this probably will be almost nothing. Look at that, just a tiny bit. Last section on this side, okay? Just that little bit, because we angled that whole hair in the front. My fingers are on that nice angle. Fingertips are going down to the ground, the knuckles are up. I have to make sure that when I do the next side, I'm standing on the side of her, and then I'll be behind her to do this whole side. So this is number 2. Take a piece of section of number 1, marrying them together. You look for your guide. I don't see it. Hold on, I'm gonna actually divide this in half, put this whole side is done. Right side finished. Always remember, make a haircut easy. A lot of times people get so lost in a haircut because they don't have a pattern or a guide or some kind of, blueprint. You need the blueprint. So take that whole right side out, done. You don't gotta go back there until you check it. That's it. So you might have to take a little bit more of the other section. Here it is, found it. And you're pulling it up in that section. And 3, okay. Now I'm going to number 3. I'm gonna be like almost behind her, not fully just yet, but close to it. Here it goes, right here. Take those ends off, get those ends off, get those ends off, get those ends off. Now I'm gonna take section number 4. Now I'm gonna be behind her. Now watch, I'm gonna take a section of number 4 on the other side to know that they're gonna be, look at this one's gonna be the opposite, right up there. This one's this way, see that? This one goes this way, and that one goes that way, I'll show you. You have that little steep angle, I just gotta do a little more here. It should be like a nice V, right, like that. Both sides are like that. Section 5, and then that's it, guys. We're gonna check it after that. I have a section from this side, the right side. Now I'm gonna go to the left. Only a little bit will be done because we did all the work already. I repeat myself to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. So, it's just like repetition, repetition, repetition. It helps you imprint it quicker the more it's repeated. So things that are important, I'm gonna repeat, 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 because that's what's gonna teach you to become a pro. Because that's how you become a pro, because you practice, 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 repeat, 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 and then it works. All right, now I'm gonna check her. And then we're done with the haircut. That's how simple it is. I'm gonna take her mohawk, we're gonna go straight up. Now this is the ladder pattern. And remember, we're doing a long layer, but the angle should be like this. So I'm gonna make it even a little steeper. Just like that. And it's gonna frame her face beautiful. And I get to see her, so that's what I love about it more. And I get to see when she does her hair. I go there on Fridays with my granddaughter. I had a lady say to me, she says, I spend thousands of dollars for educating and learning haircuts. She goes, but you are so good. It's because I explain things so you understand them. Do you understand, right? It's like people need to understand what they don't know, especially young hairdressers, but even hairdressers that have been doing it for a long time. They're like, Kimmy, I need a one-on-one with you because you're right. You have to learn in the mindset. You guys know I'm all about mindset, man. You got to get that mind clear to be able to allow flow to happen. We have to clear the mind for us to be able to learn the haircut, right? Because when we're all cluttered and jumbled and we got all kinds of subconscious dysfunction going on, a lot of times we can't pay attention to what we're learning. So when you get rid of all that stuff, you get to learn better. That's why I repeat stuff over and over and over again too, because if you missed it the first time, you get it the second or third time. So this is the ladder checking. You go side, side, pull it up, you're gonna check it, and it should always be on that angle the same way, right? It should be on an angle like this. Then I do step 2 and then step 3, like a ladder. Now I take the whole back, okay? And now I'm gonna do step ladder number 1. And you want balance, guys. You're gonna see that this whole haircut will be very balanced because you gotta make it easy for her when she does it. That is perfection. That is great. Okay, and then you could take it this way too, if you wanna just check it. Excellent. And then you go to step number 2, bring it all up. If you need like that good brush, look at, because her hair is a lot, you need to do it. Get this big brush, comb it, hold it. You know, you gotta kind of squeeze that hair so you can grab it all. Okay, now I got it all nice and smooth. Now I could get my comb in there to check it. Excellent. Just a little baby right here, a little. I always want balance, not perfection. And I'm gonna do the last section, and then she's done, and then we're gonna color her. God, it's gonna be so nice. You're gonna love it.
Oh, I am gonna love it.
Perfection. There you go, we're done. So easy, a half an hour. Really, it would have taken me 15 minutes because I know the pattern so well, and then it takes 15 minutes to dry it. But we're gonna color her now, so stay tuned. All right, so guys, this is our 4 and 5, and this is just the 5. You see the 2 different sections, right? See this light brown here? So I'm gonna do this first. And I go straight down like a T, or you could say across. Now look at, if I do this brush will be fine too, just as long as you don't overlap it all the way. Because remember, I don't want the 4 and 5 overlapped. I want 5 on this, because it's just gonna make it richer and deeper. I don't want it darker. I just want it the same. All right, so that top was that. Now I'm gonna go to her side. And listen, you're just touching her root only. That's it with the 4 and 5. And you have to have it thick enough that you see it on there. Okay, that application has to be seen. Like, you gotta see the color on there. She's got a lot of gray down here too, so you gotta make sure that you get that. Do 1, grab it, have it on there like that much, and you just press down lightly and don't push it off, push it on. So you're like tapping a little. Do you understand? Like, if you slide this, I'll slide that off. You want to tap it on there. Okay, now I really don't like this brush, though, I have to tell you. I just don't. It doesn't have enough bristles in it. So I really love this brush, so I'm gonna do the rest with this. And I'm just gonna be very thoughtful and very careful to make sure that I'm just touching her root. And if there's grays around the hairline, you could always put a little end wrap paper, like to hold them down if they're a little wiry. And I am gonna go back over Julie's hair with the 5-0 in the zone 2. I'm not gonna do anything for zone 3 because we gotta get the color out of there. We have to actually let it like wash out with her with the sun or whatever, so that, you know, we can make it lighter. You can't make it lighter unless you highlight it, but we don't want to put highlighter on her. It's too damaged anyway. So we're just gonna let it grow out. We're gonna do it in a very natural way. She could be in the sun and let that sun lighten it. And you know, it's nice to get yourself in a little routine so you know exactly what to do. It's very easy when you have that blueprint. Blueprints work, guys. She has more gray hair, so I'm gonna actually bring it up a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna get this section down. Now, this is her left section. I'm gonna finish this whole section first before I go to the right side. It's always good so that you know exactly where you are, so you never get lost. You know, it's like you have a pattern and you do it over and over and over again. It just becomes second nature, it becomes natural because you've practiced it so much. And make sure you can see that color through the next section. So there we go. I'm gonna set her timer and then I'm gonna do the next glaze on the second part. 35 minutes.
Really? Okay.
Okay, and now I'm gonna do zone 2. Look at that color. Look at how perfect all that hair color looks. It's maybe a tiny bit darker on those ends because that's that box dye, but it came out absolutely exceptional. Look at from the root, remember the 4 and 5 I used on there, color touch, and then this part was like the lighter brown, which I just used 5-0. And it is so shiny and it looks so good because I didn't have to use ammonia and peroxide on her hair. So now I'm gonna use this. And listen, these are gonna be in the link below. This is for her ends. Just a little bit. It's for split ends specifically. And we need to get this on her ends. Like everything that's here. But then I'm gonna put mousse in her hair to put some fullness in it. Get all those ends, get all those ends. Yep, that's all she needs, that little bit. Now I'm gonna put mousse. Okay, here's the mousse. Okay, this is a full body, the Moxie Magnifying Mousse. Okay, you spread it in your hands. Pat, 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 pat. Now I'm gonna get her ends, and I want her bangs too, because I really want those bangs to listen to me. We have to make things listen. So you need volume in there and a little bit of texture in there so it stays. Now I'm gonna get the back, and then I want right at the crown. And I'm gonna brush that all through real quickly. I like to get everything nice and even through there. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this, and this is for smoothing anti-frizz blowout spray. So anti-frizz now, because your hair can frizz, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, and like 1, 2, 3. Good. And I'm not gonna dry the hair fully upside down. I'm gonna kind of like dry it. And so, cause this is gonna come forward anyway, but I want a little volume up here, but not a ton. But we're gonna dry it 95%, so just stay tuned. All right, guys, so we did her rough dry. Look how pretty that hair shine is, right? That hair is shiny, gorgeous. Okay, now I'm gonna take her bangs. I love this brush. So I don't know where I got this brush, so a lot of people ask, but it's a great brush that it's like boar's head, and then it has like the little bristle at the end. It's a Korean brush, and I got it online a while ago, and we haven't been able to find where we got it, so you're gonna have to look for it. See, it's pink too. Now you could tell right away that the ends are drier, but we put that good split end stuff on there, so hopefully it'll work. And I'm cooling it off as it's drying, so it's gonna even be shinier. Okay, we're almost done at the finish line. Woohoo! It looks so nice. All right, so let's see. Now listen, a haircut's never finished until you're fully done to like check it and make sure you love it.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
did it in person.
It looks so good. How do you love those
love
bangs?
it. It's beautiful. It's so shiny.
I know.
I look like a different person. You're gonna make me cry. I can't even look at myself.
Are you a happy girl right now?